I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to my sponsor, P2 Collectibles, located at 204 East McGallard Road in Muncie and on eBay as well. So next time you're here in Muncie, let us know. Come give us a visit. Hey, what is up, y'all? It's Alex from Plus for TCG, and I'm coming at y'all with a deck profile today. We're going to be looking at Artifact, Luna, Windwitches. It's kind of an updated profile where we're just looking at how we are going to play in this format where Gofu is gone and Spirals are still a thing. So, we're just going to hop right into the deck profile. Standard Windwitch lineup. Nothing too out of the ordinary. 3 Ice Spell, 2 Glass Spell, and 1 Snow Bell. Drawing this isn't terrible. I mean, it's obviously very unideal, but I guess you can still do your plays if you draw into the Ice Spell. So, playing 2, while a potential, I don't deem it necessary. Then we're obviously playing 3 of one of my favorite cards, Luna. This is Luna or Kieran 2.0, but slightly more fair. They can negate it. And then the 1 Blue Boy, Magician of Prophecy. We are playing the Spellbook engine because we want to dig for the traps. And then a small Artifact engine, Moral Talk, not as effective this format. However, Scythe is very effective this format at stopping everything. Except for True Draco. And then we are playing lots of hand traps. I guess not too many hand traps. 3 Coast Ogre, 2 Ash Blossom. Ideally, we'll be playing 3 of these because we want to see these hand traps as quickly as possible, but not available. I'm not able to get 2 or another Ash Blossom. Words. And 1 Max T, so 7 in total. 6 in total. Man, math as well. On to the spells. 2 Secrets. 2 Knowledge. 2 Scapegoat. This is so you can have a link package because the extra deck is kind of superfluous other than the fact that you are using it to make link monsters and you're making it to you're using it to make Crystal Wing. And then some one-ofs. Soul Charge is an extender. And then Dark Hole and Raigeki as your board wipes. 3 MST because if we're thinking about what we're going to be playing, if you're going to take this to a regional or local. Spirals, obviously, so we're trying to get rid of Resort as quickly as possible if we're going first. So it's safe to set this. And then other back row as well. Traps. 3 Sanctum. Pretty self-explanatory. We're just trying to get into our Artifact engine. Obviously, we don't draw into the monsters. Solemn Brigade, 3 Strike, and a Warning. And 2 Quaking Mirror Force. This is pretty good going first or seconds because going second, this is obviously setting up for your opponent's battle phase. And then going first, obviously, same thing. That's the main deck, 40 cards. A lot of traps, but we have a small draw lineup to try to get into those traps, but it also risks drawing into the artifacts. Now, we're playing 1 Crystal Wing, or not 1, 2 Crystal Wing. You can Soul Charge after you make your Crystal Wing stuff. Well, not like turn 1 or anything, but Soul Charge is mainly for mid-game, late game, if it gets to that point. Stardust. Clear Wing. That's really all you're making in the extra deck as far as synchro monsters. Then everything else is just Link. So 2 Link Spider because you're making a Scapegoat. 2 Proxy Dragon, making Scapegoat. You're using it with Scapegoat. 2 Proxy Dragon. 2 Decode Talker. Now you're making this stuff. It's just for the most part it's trying to get you into your like this effect, and then the other stuff is just like utility, or I guess as far as like other links that can get you like stuff, because outside of the Windwitch engine, this deck doesn't really have a lot of aggression because that's the only engine for the most part that this deck has, because Artifacts is just a defensive engine and so is the Luna, because it's a decent attack, but it's not doing much except for just bouncing things off the field. So you really need to rely on the Link monsters to make any kind of aggression if your Crystal Wing dies. So that's why we're also playing Ningirsu. So we can immediately just clear our Link zone for a Ningirsu, and then if we have the Ice Spell, we can just go into Ice Spell plays then. And then these cards, while not coming up often, this one comes up more than the Firewall, because you kind of have to have like a cool Soul Charge play, where it just never really came up for me ever, with a little bit of testing that I've done. And then Topologic Bomber Dragon, this is cool because Scapegoat, if you can make this for some reason, then keep it. And then also get a Scapegoat, which is kind of unlikely. Summoning a Scapegoat on their end phase, or using Scapegoat on their end phase, blows up their whole board, which is pretty cool. And then this comes up sometimes, Castel, but hardly ever, but it is a win monster. So if you do the Windwitch stuff, and you end with like Glass Spell, and then you have a Luna, and you need to clear something off the board, you can use Luna, or you can just go into a Castel, if it's like any kind of face-up card, because Luna's just monsters. But yeah, pretty cool deck. It's very anti-meta, very stun-oriented, and if that's your thing, this is a deck for you. I still enjoy playing these kind of decks, because it really slows the game down, and allows for, I wouldn't say a fair playing ground, because it's really just stopping my opponent from playing their deck, but against like Spirals, where they're just very OP, and you can do a lot of crazy stuff with that. It is nice to be able to just stop them and force them to play at your speed, or any kind of deck that does that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Tell me if I can make any changes. Critique me, if you will. And this is Alex from Plus2 TCG, signing out, y'all.